man, it's the one thing I love about spring. Everything gets so damn dirty, so it's time for some spring cleaning. Gotta dust all my stuff off here. Because I'll tell you what, this stuff gets super dusty. Can't have collectibles if you can't keep them clean. Oh, where the hell did I get this from? I don't remember.
I'm finally paid!
Whoa! Whoa! Who the fuck are you?
I am the genie of the lamp. You have freed me from my prison. Therefore, I will grant you 3 wishes of your own choice.
What?
Well, I'm the real genie of the lamp, and you get 3 wishes. I just told you. You're not that bright, are you, jackass?
Dude, none of what you just said made any damn sense at all. First of all, there's so many things wrong with that. First of all, you're coming out of a friggin' skull. And 2, you're obviously not the real genie.
So I'm coming out of a skull instead of a lamp. You know, I thought you might notice that everything moved on your table at the opposite sides, but I'm the new, hip, state-of-the-art genie. You know, for the kids in Millennium, I'm the cool genie. Yo, yo, yo for shizzle my nizzle. Besides, I am the real original genie.
No, you're not the real genie, okay? I've seen the movie hundreds upon hundreds of times, so I think I kind of know what the real genie looks like and acts.
So like you're in charge of like genies now? So you know like everything? I mean seriously, buddy, I show up to offer you 3 wishes and all you have to do is just complain about it. You know what? You're a freaking jerk.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I would rather have the original 1,000,000 times over. Dude, get your ass out of here.
Oh, you know what? Fine, I'm not giving you 3 wishes. You know what? You're a freaking jerk. I'm out of here. Peace out, bitches.
Man, what the hell? Frickin' can't even clean anything. Can't even clean anything without weird shit happening around in my apartment. Well, that reminds me though. That new Aladdin movie just came out. So why not go and spend some hard-earned American dollars and go and see that movie and see if maybe Will Smith is possible, maybe just possibly able to pull off what Robin Williams did all those years ago. I don't know. Well, let's go see the movie, and I'll give you my review of the movie once I get back.
Warning, the following movie review is rated R for retarded. In a world full of crime, corruption, and destruction, one man decides to review movies. This is Devil Dog at the Movies.
Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back from going and seeing the new 2019 live-action adaptation of Aladdin. This movie, first of all, was directed by Guy Ritchie, which is kind of freaking odd. They got him as the director. Naturally, you had Naomi Scott, who played Jasmine. Will Smith played the genie. And I can't really remember the other guys' names. The one guy who plays Aladdin, and of course the guy that plays Jafar. And they have all the other main characters in this movie. Now, my review is going to be based off of if I thought the movie was a good, entertaining movie. Because if I compared this scene by scene from the original Aladdin movie, that's not fair. They do have some deviations in terms of how like the beginning of the movie starts and a twist a little bit of a different on an ending, but for the most part it does seem to follow most all the same story beats of the original Disney classic. Hands down though, unless you do a CGI movie, a computer generated movie, or an animation, you're not going to be able to capture the same amount of nuance and stuff from the fact of the animation of the original. You just can't do it. And when you're going with live action, there's certain things that have to change. First of all, the basic plot, it's the same plot as Aladdin. I don't need to get into details with it, other than the fact that they did make a slight different opening to it, and the ending was a slightly different version of it. I mean, the opening starts off with the classic Arabian Nights songs And it's done fairly well, but I think it's the problem with Guy Ritchie here is the fact that when he filmed stuff, a lot of the stuff seemed like it was almost like fast forwarded, like in a fast forward speed, which was kind of irritating at first. But it didn't destroy the movie in any way. It was just kind of odd. I mean, like, it has all the classic music in it. It's got all your main songs, A Whole New World. I mean, you got Friend Like Me, of course. Prince Ali is in it. One Jump Ahead. All your favorite classic songs are done in this, and done quite well, I might add. Though a couple of them seem, once again, like I said, like they were sped up for some reason. I mean, they sounded great, honestly. Will Smith, hands down, I can't believe I'm saying this, did an excellent job as playing the genie. Naturally, nobody can top Robin Williams in terms of playing the genie. And fortunately, Will Smith decided to stay away from that route and go for more of a cool, calm, suave version of the genie. But don't get me wrong, he's still a wacky, over-the-top genie. It has a lot of really interesting antics that were Robin Williams-esque in terms of the behavior of the genie and how he acted. It was a good interpretation of the genie for the live-action version. Certain things, like I said, they did have to change. Personally, I think the guy that played Jafar just wasn't evil enough. He was good, but his motivations, they didn't really get into the true motivations of why he's wanting get all the power, other than just having the power to start wars and like rule people. And they didn't really get into the massive detail of his overall reason for why he wanted the lamp in the first place. A couple little things here and there might have worked. And considering this movie is 2 hours long, it's about a half hour long, longer than the original, which was an hour and a half. And, I personally think they could have used those 30 minutes to actually do a little bit better on the backstory of Jafar and some other aspects. But instead, they kind of focus on this new diversion with a handmaiden and Will Smith's genie, which actually was pretty good. I liked that. As for the effects, naturally, ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, did the effects, and it shows. Everything looked phenomenal. The genie was kind of freaky scary. And the thing is that when he's Will Smith as normal genie, it's no problem. But something about him when he's blue, which is in a lot of the movie, which makes sense, it's kind of off-putting and it just doesn't quite look right. His movements, the computer generation of Will Smith overlaid over this character, it looked a little off, and it wasn't anything that really ruined the movie, actually. I mean, I think that a lot of people kind of made a big huff about it, way more than how bad it is, because it's not that bad in the movie. Now, the other thing is Abu, Aladdin's pet monkey's in it, and completely computer generated, because there's no way you could get a monkey to do most of the stuff that they needed for this. And he's very well done. I mean, not like photorealistic like the upcoming Lion King, but done well enough to where, you're like, damn, okay, you can tell it's a computer-generated monkey, but very, very well done. I love that. The flying carpet's in it. The flying carpet looks good, but not as good as Abu. I mean, it still fits in. And, they even added an extra song. You got I think the 5 main songs, but they actually created a new song for Jasmine in this. And, Naomi Watts kills it. I'm sorry. Most all the people kill it. The guy that plays Aladdin, I think is Mina Mossad, I think his name is. I'm probably saying his name wrong. He does good, but you can tell, singing isn't really his massive forte. So he doesn't butcher the songs, and thank God Will Smith may have added a little bit of hip-hop flavor to it, but it didn't ruin the songs. They were respectful enough to where they did it as like a high quality, not even a remix, but, a newer version of these songs. And when you hear them, they're the same damn songs you remember. So you're like, cool, they did not really go and butcher this movie. Honestly, the only thing that they did that I didn't really care for, but I understand why, is the Gilbert Gottfried Parrott character. This is a thing that you can't transfer from animation to a live action and done in a realistic fashion. Okay, Like Jasmine's tiger was well done, well done because it acted like a damn tiger. But they decided to have his parrot talk just like Gilbert Gottfried did, but the parrot doesn't really have no personality. He talks like a normal parrot. He's like, oh, he's a beggar. Oh, he's gonna kill you. Oh, so I mean, he's an intelligent parrot and he's still evil, but he lacks the charm of the Gilbert Gottfried version. And that isn't really anything that destroys the movie, but it is something that I found was a little bit of a disappointment with the way they did it. Now, a lot of people didn't know this, but did you actually know that Gabriel Iglesias was up for the role of the genie and got beat out by Will Smith? Now, I think the only reason why Will Smith won over Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy being the genie, is because Will Smith can sing. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because let's be honest, Gabriel Iglesias, I think, would have done a better job as playing the genie, but I don't think he'd be able to sing. And I think that's really the only reason why he got beat out for Will Smith in this movie. Now, my final thoughts of this movie is if you go to see this movie and just go into it and not want it to be a scene-by-scene exact duplication of the original movie and realize they went with a more realistic tone, honestly, you'll like this movie. It's really good. The pacing isn't bad. The acting is really top-notch. Like I said, the effects, other than the genie being kind of off and some other parts, the movie was very friggin' entertaining, and I honestly really liked it. I mean, you can sit by and nitpick any sort of movie in terms of detail, in terms of plot development, character development. People, this is a movie made off of an old cartoon, an animated feature. And if you just got to go with the flow with it, realize this is just a modernized live action version of that movie with some subtle changes and differences. But in the end, it was actually a good movie. I liked it. I thought Will Smith actually did a damn good job as the genie. It was heartfelt. His acting was very well done. And the way with the new opening they have that ties in with the ending, honestly, I liked that. I kind of wish that either they should have stayed 100% true to the original or done more changes like they did with the additional characters they added. I liked that. It brought a little bit more depth into the terms of, Will Smith's character of the genie. His, the backstory and everything on the genie was very well done. Honestly, I would say if you're on the fence with seeing this movie, I can actually recommend it. It's actually a pretty good movie. The songs are great. The singing is well done. The fighting. And there's not much fighting, but like the dancing choreography and overall pacing and plot, I like this movie. And I know a lot of people might nitpick and say it's not the best movie. It's not a fantastic award-winning movie. But when you go to see a movie, sometimes you just want to go and be entertained. And in this case, I can honestly say this movie entertained me and I actually enjoyed it. Brought back some good old memories from the good old days. And I can actually say, Will Smith, hats off to you, man. You actually pulled it off and did a pretty damn good job. You ain't no Robin Williams, but nobody was Robin Williams, and no one will ever be Robin Williams. So go and check out this movie. It was actually good. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. Hit that like button. I know everyone says it, but with the damn YouTube algorithms, it's the only way anyone will ever see this damn video, and I might get some gas money out of it. Leave in the comments below if you're seeing this movie, if you plan on seeing it, or if you plan on not seeing it. And if you don't, tell me why. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.